Garden tour, May 26, 2026. I don't know if you can see the black flies swarming around in front of the camera, but it's black fly season. It's also fresh vegetable season. Got my first bed of baby leaf lettuce here. It'll be along here in the next week or two. Got my cabbage beds over here. This is my Napa cabbage here, green cabbage over here, going into some purple down there. I've got some, this is black-seeded Simpson leaf lettuce here with some scallions in between those. Those will come out, the lettuce and the scallions, and then the Napa will get big after that. Then we've got my first planting of French breakfast radishes here, which are good, ready. I don't know, I might miss out on that first round, unfortunately. I've also got some Swiss chard in between the cabbage, some kale. It's coming along pretty nicely. Here is my first planting of round red radish, which are going to seed. I kept the frost fabric on these too long, you know, and as you'll see, you know, the spinach over here all went to seed. We had a couple days where it was like in the 80s, almost 90, and with the frost fabric on top of it, which obviously I should have taken off, it just went to seed. It got a little too hot for the spinach, unfortunately. It's still edible, but, you know, whoops. Luckily there's another round coming. I've already got it planted. It's coming along. Yeah, here's the purple cabbage, some more chard in the middle, some collards. I've got the marigolds down at the end. There's a little nasty looking one over there. This is the same old onion bed here. I've got some more onion seedlings that are going to go in, but as of this point all I've got is from about here up, so maybe almost half the bed. This next bed here, on this side closest to me, is the first planting of robin beets. And then I just did a second planting on the far side of this bed with some Detroit dark red beets. This is some, I believe, probably some cilantro that reseeded from last year. That, I'm not sure what that is. That's something that was alive under the tarp when I pulled it back and doesn't want to die, so I'm gonna let it go and see what happens. This bed right here, whoops. Lost my camera. This bed here, on the far side, you can see some cedar tracks. That's the next planting of what would be my third planting of round red radishes. This is going to be a green bean bed right here. I don't know what that is. That's something else that survived the winter. I want to take a peek at look it up, see what it is before I yank it out. There's another one down there in the path. This is the second planting of leaf lettuce here. In this bed over here, I've got peas run down the middle. From the bottom of the bed to here is spinach. And then we've got, that's the second planting of French breakfast radishes on this side. And the top of the bed is the third planting of, actually that's the second planting of cherry bell, like round red radishes. And like I said, there's peas run down the middle. And there's also carrots on the far side, which there are carrot seedlings there. So we've got germination, so I'm happy about that. I don't know if we'll be able to pick it up on the camera, but there's also some weed germination, but yeah, there's tiny little carrots in there. Some of these little things here, tiny little carrots. So we'll have carrots. And then the project I just completed was putting in my tomatoes. We've got the bush tomatoes at the top here until about that little gap right there, and then we've got, those are all slicers with some heirlooms and then some early girls and some beefsteak down at the end. These here are my cherry tomatoes. So The tomatoes are in. Progress is being made. And I just made a couple more beds on the far side of the rye planting here. Right here. These are my 2 flower beds. This bed here will be mostly zinnias, some asters, painted daisies, whatever I can get to germinate. And this bed here, I just sowed with various types of sunflowers. We've got some red, some yellow, some mammoth. You know, I wanted to get them in the ground because the quicker they're in the ground and they get wet, the quicker they'll germinate. So, you know, that's the late May garden. There's already food coming out, so it's vegetable season, but that's about the gist of it.